I'm Terry Sawyer. I live in Dana Point. Before I had surgery, I had dealt with breathing issues forever. As a child, I had a lot of colds, I was sick a lot, and just an overall difficulty breathing. And then a few years ago, I got hit in the face with a tennis ball, and it broke my nose to the point where I decided to see a doctor and have it looked into. I was referred to Dr. Furze by a friend of mine who had been in a car accident and had facial fractures, and he did surgery and did an amazing job on her. So I went to see him, and he took a look inside my nose, and he said, "Oh my goodness, how can you possibly breathe?" I had a deviated septum and large turbinates inside my nose that made it really almost impossible for me to breathe. So that was a revelation for me because I'd spent my life saying I can't breathe well. So in addition to rhinoplasty, he also planned to do nasal airway surgery. When I first arrived at Dr. Furze's office, I was greeted by his staff. They're super warm and friendly and make you feel comfortable right away that this is the right place to be for your surgery. When I met with him, he came in and he looked at my nose. He did a little scope to see what was going on inside of there and what needed to be done. He took a CT scan right in his office. I didn't even have to go somewhere else to have that done, and he immediately looked at it and said, "Here's where your nose is broken and this is what we need to do to fix it." I found him to be extremely caring and clear, and he gave me a very good idea of what to expect, both in terms of the surgery and recovery, but also what my nose would ultimately look like. And it's way better than what I ever expected. Once Dr. Furze took a look at my nose and made the recommendations for the rhinoplasty, he also saw that I had some real serious problems with the deviated septum and large turbinates that made it almost impossible for me to breathe through my nose. I was absolutely delighted to find out that I only needed one surgery for both my nasal airway passage surgery as well as my rhinoplasty. In one procedure, he was able to take care of all of those problems because he's a double board certified doctor and very experienced in working both functional and form of the nose. In the end, I was really happy because I could breathe better, and I also look a lot better too, and no longer dealing with a broken nose. He has an amazing way of working with patients and understanding their concerns and being able to make people feel comfortable. I was very comfortable in going into the surgery, initially thinking it was just a rhinoplasty and then turning out to be nasal airway surgery as well. I was actually pretty excited with the prospect of being able to breathe better than I had ever breathed before in my life. When I went in for surgery, I had great care from his nurse and from the anesthesiologist and from Dr. Furze. He came in to make sure I was comfortable, went over again the procedure so I would know what to expect in terms of my surgery and then immediate post-op recovery. I came to see him about 2 weeks or so after the surgery, and he removed the splint and the cast, and immediately I could see what a beautiful nose that I had and that I could already breathe better, even though I knew that it was going to take a month or more for the swelling to go down and really see more of the results. But I was just amazed. I had never considered rhinoplasty before because my nose was fine. But after I got rhinoplasty, I can't even imagine ever going back to my old nose because I love my nose so much, and especially because I can breathe through it. Now, since I've had my nasal airway surgery, I'm able to breathe better and enjoy the things I love to do in life, whether it's walking, hiking, cooking in my kitchen, and just sitting and relaxing. I feel very refreshed. I can breathe through my nose, my brain gets more oxygen, and I feel just 100% better. I have fewer migraines, I have less dizziness. I feel really empowered to go out and do the things that I enjoy doing with the knowledge that I know I can breathe. I'm Terry Sawyer, and I had nasal airway and rhinoplasty surgery with Dr. Furze, and now I look better and feel better and breathe better.